Hey everybody, welcome to a Tuesday morning Mike Talk. It is full on spring now. I hope that excites you. I know that I have a reputation for liking snow and winter, and I do, but I like all the seasons. One of the things I've told people before that I like being a Midwest boy is that I get a variety of weather. And so now that we've gone through winter, by the way, wasn't that much of a winter. Wasn't that cold, wasn't that snowy. But now that we're in spring, I'm ready. And spring always symbolizes for me, things are gonna grow. I remember my grandma, I remember the farm back in Indiana, I remember all the flowers. And I bought a rose bush out by the synagogue last year and trimmed it back during the winter. I hope it comes back stronger than ever. And we'll have some roses in here soon that God grows and I somehow take care of. And there's a sermon in there somewhere. And so if you need that sermon, it's spring. Stuff is going to start blooming and blossoming again. And by the way, spring actually started last evening at 5:24. How do I know this? Because Google, Wikipedia, all that knowledge, right? The equinox and all that stuff. God bless you guys. Hope you're doing well. I want to get to 2 Corinthians today. 2 Corinthians, the whole purpose of Mike Talk is not my weather prognostications and or flowers. It's the Bible. And so here we go, 2 Corinthians chapter 5. By the way, I want to say this. What a great start to everything Song and Sword. Your generosity, your gifts, your cards, your letters, guys, it literally is carrying us. It's springing, if I could use that word, it's springing in us new life, and we're grateful. My wife, Sarah, and I are grateful. Shout out to a good brother who bought me an iPad. Who does that? But God bless you, bro. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 14. Two simple verses, but some profound thoughts for us today is on how we live and why we live the way we do as followers of Jesus Christ. Here it is, 2 Corinthians 5:14. For the love of Christ controls us, because we've concluded this, that one has died for all, therefore all have died. And he died for all, that those who live might no longer live for themselves, but for him who for their sake died and was raised. So Paul is using some eternal, spiritual kind of understanding for why he does what he does. Why would he keep doing what he does, even if it meant death, even if it meant that he would be in peril and people would persecute him? Why? And he said, the love of Christ controls us. Suneko is the Greek word for control. It literally means to press together. Sun is a prefix that means together. It means to press together, to compress. Paul is saying the love of Christ is pressing us. It controls us. Because here's our conclusion, and this is a faith statement, by the way. Here's what we concluded, that since Christ died for all have died. If we're connected to Jesus Christ, if we are a part of the Jesus Christ thing, if you were a follower of Jesus Christ by faith, then here's the controlling thought of this day. Here's what you have to be concluded in your mind. Whether you go to school or to work or to the gym or just shopping, wherever you go, here's the conclusion. Jesus died because all of us were dead. The God of the heaven had to take on flesh and blood so that he could become like us in our death. For the love of Christ controls us. We've concluded, we believe, we trust, we know that one died for all. And that means that if we all died with him, we also have resurrected with him. And now the life we live is not about our life. The life we live is now controlled by the one who lived after he died for us. It's a really, really compelling argument that Paul makes for why he does what he does. Do you know why you're doing what you do today? Why are you going to talk the way you do? Why are you going to act the way you do? Why are you going to have certain conversations and relationships? Why are you going to go where you're going to go? Why do you have your job? Why are you taking schooling? Here's the why for the Apostle Paul, and here's the why for us today. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, 14 and 15. We are controlled. in everything we do today by this one belief that Jesus Christ died for all. And that means he died for me, he died for you, and that means that we're all dead, but we all live because of his resurrection. I'm living a resurrected Jesus life today, and that one thing causes me to live for him. Hope it does for you as well. God bless you guys. Happy Tuesday. This week's going on fast. See you later.